Hey, my name is Jace. That's my YouTube name and stuff. I am here with Flash and WWE fan slash whatever he wants to call himself. And yeah, this is our podcast. Woo! Yeah. Um, that was embarrassing. Anyways, but yeah, you see, this is what we talk about. Pretty much, this is like our main thing. We talk about wrestling and stuff. Yeah, go subscribe. Go subscribe to Flash and WWE fan like right now. I just filmed a video with him, so it's pretty awesome. And my channel is gonna be very soon, but like, yeah. So, yeah. Um, I want to start off with AEW news. Andrade El Idolo back in AEW. Yeah, it's like, yeah, cause it's like, okay, he had this very good match at SummerSlam with Ray Phoenix. His first PLE match in God knows how long since like the Royal Rumble. And like it's just I don't know why he'd go back when he knows that both companies don't didn't really book him as much. Like he did get good booking when he was in like NXT and stuff, but like at this point at this point he should go to like AAA or like TNA or whatever. So what I wanna do right now, I wrote down pretty much all of the current WWE, AEW, and TNA champions. We're gonna start off with WWE. I want you to rate their reign 1 out of 10, and then an explanation or whatever. Yes, this includes NXT, and yes, this includes the Speed title. We're gonna start off with main roster. Cody's reign. You first. Both. It's up to 10, by the way. I don't know what that means because I'm American, but yeah. Yeah, I pretty much agree with that. If I'm saying out of 10, I'd say his reign so far is a 4. His first reign as champion when he beat Roman, it was like shocking how he beat Roman, but like that was a kind of good reign because that one had like some good storyline matches. But like if we're talking about this new reign, I'm giving it a 4. This reign sucked. They should not have gave it to Cody. Yeah, that feud, that was good. Like the I Quit match. But yeah, like I just think this reign is like not that good. What like even though they had the Brock Lesnar storyline, blah blah blah, I still feel like John should have retained the title because that could have led up to like Brock Lesnar returning later on at like Survivor Series, and then it'd be like John versus Brock for the WWE title at Survivor Series. Brock wins, Cena retires, boom. It's just I didn't think Cody was gonna win the title, and once John turned face again, I was like, yeah, I don't. There's no way he's gonna lose it that quick. Now, Seth, I'll start. No, it's okay. It's okay. Are you sure? I guess I'll go. Like the rain, I'd say it's pretty boring, but like defenses are good, but like the rain's boring itself, and already made me crash out when CM Punk got cashed in on, since he was waiting like 12, like around 12 years to finally win the world title again, and he loses it in 5 minutes, in 10 seconds to Seth Rollins, working us all. What I don't like about this at all, like the only good thing about this reign, is the Fatal 4-Way match at Clash. I can't lie, that was pretty good. I do also like though, with this storyline of like Clash, when like Becky joined the Vision, because that made like the Vision more interesting, like husband and wife in the same faction, and then yeah, whatever. Like a it's also like, yeah, they had this whole Vision. Well, then explain what happened before the Vision when Braun Breaker lost the title to Dominic Mysterio. It's like, if you had this Vision beforehand, then maybe Breaker would have never lost the Intercontinental title. So, actually, he's up next pretty soon. Okay, next is Stephanie Vaquer, Women's World Champion. I think we might have to skip this one because her reign just started. So skip that. Tiffany, she's had a good run. She has not lost all year. No matches, whether it's triple threats, whether it's one-on-ones, she has never lost a singular match in 2025. She went from being Naya's Naya's little like I don't know how to say it. Naya's little slave. It's just like ever since cashing in, I feel like Tiffany, like her performance got so much better, and like not being under like the radar of Naya, she really improved like drastically. through her career, and it's like she has had a long reign, 200 days. I think she's like the longest reigning person to ever hold that specific women's championship. And then Bailey had hers until like Mania to SummerSlam, losing to Nia. But yeah, anyways. So next, the one I hate the most. What they call the dirtiest player in the game. Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about this reign because I think this reign is stupid. Oh, what? Like, like, because it shocked me on Raw where it's like, okay, he just beat Rusev to retain the title when Rusev lost one match this whole year. And it's like, ever since returning, like, just because of a low blow, Dom retains the title, and it's like, at this point, who's gonna beat him? Because I want Penta to beat him. That for sure. It's like, what I think is stupid, and it's like, okay, he started off this reign pretty much defending against luchadors like Penta and Octagon Jr. And then it took all the way until SummerSlam for Dom to finally defend the title against not a luchador. Took until around SummerSlam for him to actually fight not a luchador. No hate to luchadors, but it's like you spent majority of your time defending the Intercontinental Championship a bunch of in like to luchadors. Speaking of the U.S. Open Challenge, we got Sami Zayn up next. Okay, that was a good transition. That was a good transition. And Sami Zayn, like Sami's reign, I'd say like it's overhated. Like Solo should have never won the title. I think it should have stayed with Jacob at first in the first place. But like, still, Sammy's reign has been pretty good. Like, he's the one champion who has defended his title every single week. Everyone. Every single Friday night SmackDown, Sami Zayn is defending that U.S. championship. So, was like, I do think that, like, maybe sometime around like next year Mania or whatever, Sami Zayn does have that potential to become world champion. It's been his goal. He said it straight, and I feel like sometime next year or something, he's going to win that title. He is very deserving of this. He has won both mid card titles, beat the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. This reign is really good. But speaking of tomorrow on Friday Night SmackDown, I don't know why, but on NXT they kept mentioning that, like, I think Obafemi's taking a brain break or blah 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 or whatever they said. I feel like Obafemi's gonna come out either tomorrow or sometime soon. No, it's only because like yeah, they had the match, Sammy versus Rusev. Bloodline won Solo, which was the U.S. champion, wanted to cost Sammy, so Sammy went there. Since Sammy technically did not win, Rusev technically won, even though he didn't get his world title match either. Well, it wasn't a number one contendership. It was just like if Sammy wins the match, he gets that. And speaking of what you were talking about earlier with Hogan, what everybody calls her, Sports Illustrated does not say this. Next, we got the IC champion, Becky Lynch. Like, you know, I'm a good girl. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, pretty like I'd say Becky's is better than what's his face Dom's, but at the same time, I feel like that one like the only reason why I'm not gonna give this like an out of 10 rating right now is because I did not know she won that title at first. I fell asleep during that match. My dad told me I'm leaning off of the couch. By the time I fall onto my face, I wake up and I hear and new women's intercontinental champion. So I was like so confused that she won the title. Second ever women's intercontinental champion. I do feel like the storyline leading up to it was great. It's like, okay, Bailey's taken out. I was just gonna talk about that. That is exactly who I have to beat Becky Lynch. AJ Lee. Especially the looks of it when we saw the Raw after AJ's return, like her taking the title with her. It's like, yeah, really good though. But like, yeah, I don't have much to say. But next, Julia. I'm not. I'm out, bro. Zelina deserved to retain that. That was a stupid match. Like, especially just like this whole like, why couldn't Michin win the title? Like, because Michin had a chance to win it, but it's like they should have gave it to Michin. Like, she was Chelsea Green's opponent on the night where they declared the first women's U.S. champion. So I feel like with this whole storyline of like Michin talking to like Kiana James and everything, I got Michin becoming the next champion. Julia's reign kind of boring, and yeah, I don't have much to say about her. Yeah, it's like oh, it's like Sammy's like compared to both U.S. championships, Sammy has the better reign, and I'm saying this to point out Julia's reign. I think it's crap. It's not a good reign so far. Speaking of boring reigns in the nicest way possible, next we got the World Tag Team Champions, the Judgment Day. The only reason why I'm calling them boring, yes, Finn deserves to have the tag titles and whatever. But what's stupid is that they had one defense against the LWO and they haven't defended at all. Like they didn't defend that SummerSlam, didn't they? No, they didn't. Somebody needs to get the draft going because I've been waiting for the draft since April. Or they're gonna postpone it to WWE 2026 draft. I also think they just like in general need to make SmackDown way more interesting because Raw, like this is one of my hot takes, and like it's not really a hot take because it's kind of obvious. Raw is so much better than SmackDown right now. And like you were talking about the SmackDown Tag Team division, because you know where we're going next. The WWE Tag Team Championships, the Wyatt Six. I mean the champions, whatever. Wyatt Six. Yeah. R.I.P. the Fiend, bro. It's like to me, it's like really confusing because it's like we have the Street Profits, and it's like we had all these matches. We had like, okay, it's pretty much like video games, and it's like, okay, the Wyatts are like the boss level, and then they win the tag titles, and it's like, who's gonna win the gold now? If they can retain in a 6-pack ladder match, who's gonna beat them? Nobody else is like creepier or scarier than them right now. I don't Yeah, because it's like now that Andrade is gone at AEW again, which we will be talking about that later. Um, with him gone at AEW, Ray Phoenix doesn't have a tag partner. Ray Phoenix, yes, though he has his brother on Raw. So what could happen? I wouldn't say this, but if I were to book it, he'd win the Penta would win the Intercontinental title and the tag team titles, making him a double champ, and then like running up Dominic or something. I don't know, something like that. But speaking of tag team divisions, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Uh, kind of rain. I'm not. I don't know what to comment on, so I think I might go to the next. Like, I know it wasn't their reign, but like, I know it was like the Judgment Day reign still, but I do think that Evolution tag match, that 4-way tag, was really good. Like, we had the best double champion in NXT, Sol Ruka and Zarya Zaruka. Then we had the Kabuki Warriors, and we had who else was it? We had the Secret Harvest, I think, and then yeah, I'd say that match was pretty good, but like it wasn't their reign, so. But yeah, now we're going to NXT champions. Let's start with Ricky. I'm actually no, I think we'd have to skip down to JC because Ricky's reign is still like 4 days long. Ricky does like I do love Ricky with the title. But yeah, JC Jane, I'm gonna let you comment on that because I'm not. Hello? We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry about the yeah. Anyways, we're gonna skip Ricky because Ricky's reign is only 4 days. And now we're on JC Jane. So you can comment. I'm not going to. No, we're not. I it's just like his reign is too short. It's been 4 days. Like he hasn't defended yet either. So let's see. What we got? Okay. So I'm gonna cross out TNA because I don't think we're gonna do TNA champions today. But yeah, so next is JC, but you can talk about her because I'm not going to. It's your goat, not mine. Um,
Some technical difficulties, chat.
okay, we're back, and yeah, we're gonna do JC Jane's reign. If there's talk about food in the background, sorry. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, JC Jane's up next. You're gonna talk about it because I'm not. Because of Laney Reed. Like, don't the only reason why her reign made me mad because at like when their match ended at No Mercy, it's like okay, next week on TNA, it's like who was it? Laney Reed gives her the hoodie, and it was like it was me. Like, like I knew Fatal Influence were cheaters, but like just because Jasmine Nix is out of the WWE does not mean that you have Laney Reed come out in a mask and pretty much embarrass her in front of her family. But yeah, next. What is this list? We have Ethan Page. Nope, I am. Asshole. Oh, Tyler Breeze. He did defend against Tyler Breeze at Homecoming. Egg. My opinion, Ethan. The only thing I don't like, as a Canadian, I do not like that title. I think it looks stupid. Okay, next. Sol Ruka, NXT North American Champion. Her reign is so good. and I'm not saying this because she's one of the hottest NXT superstars on there. I mean, her reign is actually good. That's like later on. That's later on. Yeah. But yeah, Sol Ruka as the North American champion. Perfection. Her freaking perfection. Tell me I'm not wrong. Because Sol Ruka is one of the greatest on NXT. You like Zarya. Yeah. Is I know this match was when she won the title, but I think in her reign, I'm including this, I don't care what anybody says, that ladder match was so good. Very good. Sol Ruka winning at the end, one of the best parts of the night. Because Sol is that damn surfer. Anyways, we got Dark State. They are not beating the Hardys. No chance they're beating the Hardys. Say his name, man. He appears. I believe in judgment. You said his name. Where is he, bro? Where is he? No, it's not. You say his name and he appears. Okay, that's Hank and Tank's fault. That's because Hank and Tank are believers, so they want to say his name during the match just to equal it out. Mid video, really? Okay, now we're at the speed champions. Let's start with El Grande Americano. I'm gonna give him a 0. What has he defended? When was the last time he defended? When was it? Chad Gable. Oh my gosh, she's literally Chad Gable. It is Chad Gable, and then the new one is Ludwig Kaiser. He hasn't defended. They need to vacate that title. Like I actually, they need to vacate that title. They need to vacate, or El Grande needs to come to NXT and start defending. Oh my. There's already 4. There's already 4 that we've done. We have Chad Gable. Chad Gable was the first one. We got Yes, we had Chad Gable. Chad Gable, the first ever El Grande. We have Ludwig Tiger, the current one, and we have Ludwig Tiger is literally El Grande Americano right now. Yes, he is. Do you not hear the German accent when he's speaking? Oh, what? Do you expect Gunther to be El Grande? It's literally Ludwig Kaiser. And then, wait, I don't like how they have names, cause the two new ones have names, and I don't like that. I know those ones are Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. No, it is not Fandango. Eh, 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 eh. Okay, Soruka's speed rain. Ah, excuse me? Wait. The best part of her reign, Soruka and Jada Parker in the ring at the same time, bro. Like, would you ever expect two of the hottest women's wrestlers in the ring at the same time? Two of the most yo wrestlers in it. Okay, I do have to say, next person to beat JC is Jada Parker. I'm calling it. Clock it. Okay, so we're gonna skip this one because I don't think he counts. Stacks. Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Oh, Tony D'Angelo. He threw the cup into the river, and he has not defended it once. I'm not counting him, bro. Okay, I'm gonna rate a couple of AEW ones because I wrote down a bunch of them. Because why not? Hangman. I really like the way Hangman won, where it's like because like Mox choked him out with the chain first, and now it's like once he uses the chain, Mox taps out, and it's like, okay, we have the briefcase. He finally opened the briefcase, and I think the storytelling of Mox's reign, where it's like you still have Daniel Bryan's side plates on there and everything. I watch highlights on TikTok because I'm not paying to watch AEW. No, I wish they were on Netflix too. Okay, Hangman. Wait, Chris Statlander. Ugh. I never thought he was gonna beat Tony Storm. I'm being dead. I did not think he was gonna beat Tony Storm. What? Mrs. Hollywood? Let's tape up your tits and let's go to the sky? Okay, Mercedes Monet. Mercedes Monet. No, I mean like since she's the TBS champion right now, like rate her ring. She's 9 champion Monet. Yes, she has 9. She's like No, she gained like a lot more because on the episode after, I think it was either All In. I'm not sure, but one of the episodes she was talking about Ultimo, Ultimo Dragon had like 10 titles. I have 9. Who's gonna? That's why her Forbidden Door entrance, she had like 9 guards holding. She had like 8 guards holding the titles, and then like she held the TBS title. Her reign is very long. Like she's about to beat Jade Cargill's record. Wait, I know it's not the TBS title I'm talking about right now, but hear me out when I say this. The people who I think are going to beat Brodito for the AEW tag team titles, Jurassic Express. Jack Perry and Luchasaurus, they're winning them titles, I swear. Or Jet Speed. Jet Speed is like, they're really good wrestlers. Okay, I like the Dark one better. Um, Speedball! Uh, TNT, the TNT champion, Kyle Fletcher. I hate his reign. For one, he shouldn't have beat Dustin because Dustin's okay. But what I don't like is like Adam Cole being injured. It's like if it would have went good, I feel like it would have been Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher at All In. Boom, Adam Cole retains, baby. Nah, Kyle Fletcher, the Aussie, the Aussie. Kyle Fletcher. I just don't like. I just don't like him nor the Don Callis fam. Bro, it's not even a family, it's an army. Bro, I got 12 soldiers now. Okay, so now that we finished up what I wanted to do with all the titles, throw that paper away. Let's talk AEW, since we already are. Andrade, inside of the Don Callis family after being released from WWE. What? You're telling me he had this great match at SummerSlam just to leave WWE? Join the company that he left because he didn't like production. Just to join the Don Callis family? Hey, wait. He leaves companies, Charlotte leaves him. Sorry, I had to. No, she left him. I would too, because she's not as good as Soruka. Yo, I'm saying this, my personal opinion. whatever you say, that's only because JC Jane actually sucks. Sol Ruka slash Jada Parker, two of the best women's NXT women's, like, two of the best women on NXT right now. Okay. Wait, no, my video is gonna get copyrighted, bro. JC Jane is not the GOAT. She should have never beat Stephanie. Cause cause not even that. For one, she can't wrestle without Fallon Henley helping her out. And for two, looks wise, she's ugly. Like, Jada Parker can like take a seat on me. What heel? Ooh, I don't know. I swear. What heel? I don't know. What heel do I like? I Does it have to be like a heel from right now, bruh? Because if it's no, then I'm saying CM Punk '09 heel. Especially, especially how crazy he went with all that Jeff Hardy drug stuff. And he's like, "You're on strike two. You want to know my strike? Zero." Pulls out his eye drops. I need to apply these to my eyes every single day. These are prescribed to me, but you don't know anything about prescriptions. This man Punk was crazy with that. Yes, yes. Bro probably can. Come to my house and summon lightning. Good that he became the 17-time world champion. 17! 17! Bad, his heel turn. If he doesn't even have the title. Like, is he like the last real, like, yeah, I don't know. Yo, I know this is random to say in the middle of the video, but I want to let y'all know right now, this video has been 1 hour and 45 seconds long. Yes, we've been talking about wrestling for an hour. I really want Big E back. Like, Big E needs to do this surgery and come back to in-ring competition. Cause like I miss E so much. The one thing I hated was New Day turning on him. Like this guy broke his neck and he came back for the 10-year anniversary. Came up with an offer being like your guys' manager. So just because of Kofi and Xavier, we had the chance of seeing Big E on television every week that New Day's on if they didn't turn heel. No, not even none of that though, because like for one, heel turn sucked. For two, like they've been like wait, they've been mourning for 4 months now. 4 months for wrestling tag team titles. Okay, that's different. That's an actual person, not a wrestling object. I can't lie, they are right. They were right about that. They did kill the division because Judgment Day has defended once. Without Big E, they wouldn't have a bunch of titles. Yeah. So what? They've held the most tag team titles in WWE. That is what would the record be? What would that record be? Like I can't search it up because I'm using my phone right now to record, but whatever. But what would that record be without Big E? No, he didn't. He broke his neck. Rich Holland just does a German suplex, lands this guy on top of his head on the ground. No, he didn't. Cause, cause they, cause Big E cared the same, like, because they cared for Big E the same way that both Big E and Xavier cared for Kofi. No, that he got drafted to SmackDown. Well, both of those two were drafted to Raw. No, because Big E won the WWE. He won Money in the Bank. He cashed in on the WWE champion. Still the same for Drew McIntyre too. He went from SmackDown he went from SmackDown to Raw to back to SmackDown being WWE champion, back to Raw, and now he's on SmackDown. He didn't. He had the 3-man band. That counts. He had pale Sheamus. Pale Sheamus. It's a shame for fame. Lobster head. Lobster head. It's like, okay, like Lobster Head was so good compared to this one because it's like this one, like they're just trying to prove that he's Irish, bagpipes and everything. If I go on Google and I say, like, if I search up on my browser and I put Irish pale WWE wrestler, Sheamus is gonna pop up. Well, there's still Waddy Waddy. Wait, no, he's Scottish. No, he's Scottish too. Hornswoggle. No, Horns. What the hell is Hornswoggle? He's Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle. Sounds Irish. Woggle. But yeah, currently we've been talking 1 hour and 7 minutes about wrestling. 37. Okay, but y'all, we love wrestling. This is why we made this podcast called TSW Podcasting. Yeah. You know what? So, one thing I want to promote right now, because why not? Do any of y'all like wrestling? Do any of y'all like role playing? What do you know? Me and him too. So that's why my dude right here, he made one of the most best wrestling role play servers in history. We got It's called TSW Pro Wrestling. Yes, I got the name of our podcast off of whatever. But make sure to check it out. We have very nice admins and we're a very nice welcoming family. And yeah, just if y'all want to, you don't have to say you should stay, but you don't I'm not forcing you to. You should but y'all should come check it out. I'll put the link in the description somewhere. And yeah, make sure to check out make sure to check out this dude's channel called Flash and WWE Fan. Make sure to check that out. I just made a video with him. It was so awesome. So make sure to go check that out. And I think maybe possibly next episode, we're gonna have our other friend Landon here. Yeah, he wasn't here today because why not? Yeah. So I think I might end it here. But yeah, so pretty much what you are looking at, this is what all these companies slash etc. are what we pretty much talk about. We talk about TNA, WWE, AEW. If there's any wrestling news, whatever. And yeah, make sure to check, like I told you, the role play, his channel. Links will all be in the description. Love y'all so much. TSW on top.